Hello everyone. Today we will see user-centered design in HCI. So before understanding user-centered design, you must understood user interface design and usability. So what is usability? The effectiveness, efficiency and satisfaction with which specified user can achieve specified goal in particular environment. So this is ISO 9241 usability definition. Why is usability important? As we will see in this diagram, the density of the world and the Apple iPhone. So the density of the world, the 2001 Florida ballot incident, Bush won Florida by a 537 vote margin in official result. So as we will see in this diagram, different Apple iPhones which will be very popular in the world. Focus on usability and design. So revolutionary user interfaces. Previously mouses look like this, and nowadays multi-touch will be used by the people. So usability versus specification. First stage is initiation, then requirement stage, then specification stage, then design and implementation stage, and finally testing. So in design, the user interface will be here, and in implementation the test them here. So user centered design, first is initiation, second thing is requirement, then UI design, then design, and then implementation phase, and finally the testing phase. In each step of design process, user centered design is a framework for extensive attention in usability goals. So user interface design, as we will see in this diagram, basic model of HCI. Here is the user give the input to computer, and computation will be done, and finally the output will be given by the computer towards the user. Then type of user interfaces, there will be a three type of user interfaces. First one will be graphical user interface, second one will be command line, and third one will be voice activated interfaces. Then GUI model. So here is the as we will see in the diagram, here is the user, and user interact with the computer. Again user give the input by using the keyboard and mouse, and finally the computer will give the output. So what is GUI component? This is a simple input where text field, button, text area and link. You all use various applications. So in this application you will see this text field, button, text area and link. So what is the type of information received by each input field? So we have a question for that. Which type of information received by each field? What's the effect? What's the effect of that information? Then simple GUI component, choosers. As we all use somehow the combo box, slider, radio button and checkbox. What is the difference between the radio button and the checkbox? So as we will see in this diagram, this is the example of radio button and this is the example of your checkbox. What is the choice domain and the choice range of each component? So large construct. So as we will see in this diagram, here is the window, and simply you can type the username and password, and then go for open button, and then you can see this type of window. So this is nothing but your Gmail account. So page in web based system, and second is the window, the desktop based system. So composing components, as we will see in this diagram, in this window there is the number of tabs, and this area is called as the reference, and this area is called as the number of list, where the user just click the particular list and then he go for the next page. Then action. So actions, as we will see in this diagram, the number of tasks, context, consequences, number of action performed by the user will just click somehow in the context, just click on some tasks, so according to that the particular page will be open. So designing interface element, top down, use case, user flow, take the user aspect with the use case model, storyboard, find compositions of action information, find relation between composition, detail view, refine each composition to the component level, check and integrate. Then the use case model, as we will see in this diagram, this is the use case model of Gmail system, where user will use this Gmail system. He go through the manage preferences, then he sign in, then manage the messages, then again these messages having the label, archive, reply and compose message. Some message are the compose message, and then register, again attached with the sign, and finally send receive message and external email server. So this is the main use case model of the system. So user flow. So first of all, the login page. In any application you use, there will be a login page. This login page having the marketing page, then register. Register is again connected with the marketing page. Then login page is connected with the message managing page. This message managing page is having the manage account page, manage filter page, manage label page, and finally message managing page having the message viewing page, and finally reply the particular page. So this is the scenario, or you can say the user flow of the particular integrate use case scenarios from the user perspective. So storyboard. So this is the main example, as we will see in this diagram, the example of storyboard. How it look like? There will be a login page. User just enter their email and password, then click on the submit button, then the next page will be open, and in this next page there will be a show folder and show label, and here user will use the message, and the message is look like this, and finally the message will be saved over here. And when the user click on the sign out button, again this page will be closed and user will go to the again login page. This is the storyboard example. So detail view. In the detail view, it look like in the diagram as shown in below. Here is the show folder, here is the show label, again here is some action will be performed, and according to the table, again user whenever click on the sign out button, this particular form will be closed. Then we will see the usability, good user interface design versus bad design. So as we will see in this diagram, there will be a good user interface design and bad user interface design. So user interface design is very important aspect. What makes a good design different from a bad design? In order to answer this question, we will define the concept of usability. So if you want to design very good user interface, you must consistently work on the usability. So which of these apps is easy to use? Whenever you are look in this diagram, there will be a different apps. So whenever user try to use these apps, so how easily they interact with this particular app, how they understand the particular page. So this is the main thing of easy to use different application. So what is the good design? What is the parameter of the good design? That is, the first one is recognizable, second is simple, the particular design will be very simple, third one is clear purpose, what the purpose behind this application, that purpose should be clear in a way. Fourth one is learnable, Fifth one is safe, sixth one is flexible, seventh one is robust, and final is good metaphors. So what is the meaning of robust? That is, your particular system will be work on any condition, any circumstances, he will be survive. So what is recognizable interfaces? As we will see in this diagram, there will be a pretty or smart is not necessarily usable. Whenever you will see in this diagram one small phone handling by one person, so this phone will be very small in a nature, but you cannot say that it is a usable right now. It fulfill all the conditions, you cannot say that. So what is pattern? Design pattern in HCI are a good way to explore suggestion for good design. We will look at same pattern. So wizard for simplicity, we will use the contextual help for learnable interface, go back to the safe place, shortcut for flexible, and undo for robustness. If you want to implement the robustness of your system, you can use the undo. Then wizard. What is the problem using the wizard is that the user want to achieve a single goal, but several decisions need to be made. So user want to achieve single goal. Suppose user want to just do click on the next button and go for the next form, but he didn't do this. So what is the solution for that? Take the user through the entire task one step at a time. So we need to give the particular system maintain in a way that user will use the one step at a time. What is the contextual help? What is the problem of contextual help? So user may need help regarding specific task, but would spend a lot of energy searching for it. So we will see in this particular diagram, suppose user want to take the help whenever he using this particular page, but he survive at that moment. So he can't find a particular solution. So what is the solution for this? Place help in a context of the given task. Then computer can be scary sometime, and innocent user get into a state she don't want to be in, and then the terror. Solution: provide a way to go back to a checkpoint of the user choice. So the home button and the back button, you have to develop such a system like that. There will be a home button and the back button. Clicking the logo in website, whenever you are clicking some logo in the website, some another page will be open, or related to that logo the page will be open. Using the shortcut, as you will see in this diagram, this is the example of your particular shortcuts. You will user will use the control button plus some another button. So this is the shortcut button you can provide in your application. So what is the problem behind that? Whenever user using power, user need faster way to execute operation than novice user. So what is the solution for that? Create shortcut for power operations using keyboard, combinations of keyboards, icons, and special mouse, etc. Then undo. So what is the problem using the undo? The user might regret executing some operation. Asking the user for confirmation after executing each operation will make the interaction unusable. So what is the solution for that? Enable the user to undo her operation after they were executed. So this is the diagram we will see, that is usability levels. So first level will be component, second level will be application, and third level will be project. So component level, as we will see, there will be a two diagram, two mobile you can see over here. This is having the cross check, and this is the right. So what are the particular circumstances behind that? So familiar to use, gives feedback, reduce error, satisfies a given task, readable, safe, explaining. So all these circumstances when fulfilled by any particular product, then we can say this is the component level. What is application level? We require accessible, give sense of place, easy to navigate in, handles error, realistic scenarios, and personalized. So all these levels, whenever you are developing the application, your application will handling the errors, it having the accessible, so all these parameter will pass by your application. Then you can say your application will be very enthusiastic in a nature. What is project level? Answer real needs, answer current needs, generate value, communicate with all organization units. So this is the circumstances of your project level. Then we will see the user-centered design. As we will see in this diagram, first one is the initiation, then second is requirement, then third is specification, then fourth one is design, fifth one is implementation, and final one is the testing. So in these phases, user is involved over here. The objective is to create a design process that will increase the usability of the product. We need to increase the usability of the product. So what is the three principle for that? Finding the user context of the product, iterative process including ongoing test and revisions, participatory design, user become member of the design team. Where are the differences? Requirement gathering stage. So first step of the requirement gathering is talk, interview, view to the user. Then second step is identifying person as. Then specification stage, it having the three different stages. First one is interface prototyping, second one is usability expert analysis, and third one is heuristic evaluation. And design implementation having the two stages, usability lab and the log analysis. Then requirement stage, talk to users, interview them in order to discover user culture, requirement, expectation, etc. Watch the users at work, see how they use their existing system, see what they do not use. So you have to take all these information. Then identifying person as are hypothetical archetype of actual users. By identifying a small set of person as, we can make the user seem more real. Judge the importance of features. Look at the usage frequency and competency. Then evaluation at the requirement stage. Focus group. The ideas of the new system are presented to the group of potential users. Cognitive walkthrough. The user imagines the system by going with the interviewer through its stages and what kind of action they might be performed. So what is prototyping then? Brainstorming, then rough interface design and application walkthrough. The specification, low fidelity paper prototype. This is the example we will see in this diagram. Application walkthrough, prototyping, intermediate stages, fine-tune interface design, screen design, heuristic evaluation and redesign. So medium fidelity prototype, evaluation at the specification design. So what is usability lab? Testing the prototype by actual user, good for finding unexpected problems and processes refinement. What is guided walkthrough? guiding and questioning the user while they perform specific tasks. Evaluation with the actual system. As we will see in this diagram, there will be a one form. So log analysis may be used to identifying actual usage pattern. We have to identify the actual usage pattern. Then we have to find out the effectiveness of processes and the component used in this particular form. Then what is the benefit for that? Real statistical information will gather and real-time information we are gathered. So what is the summary of this particular user-centered design? First of all, usability is important. Changing the registration interface at eBay had increased success rate from 16% to 68%. Sale went up in $84. User interface design, component, storyboard and maps. Usability, familiar, rules and pattern. And final, user-centered design involve the user, evaluate early and often. Thank you very much.